Assalamualaikum students, as we have discussed about force, weight, as we have discussed about machine and their types. So today we have to discuss about lever and their types. Define lever. How many parts of lever are there? Okay, let's see what is lever. A lever consists of a rigid arm. I am repeating again. A lever consists of a rigid arm which is free to turn about a fixed point called fulcrum or pivot to exert the force. Basically, what's the function of lever? Basically, lever allow the object to turn, and that fixed point is said to be fulcrum or pivot. Let's see how many parts of lever. There are 3 parts of a lever, like fulcrum, effort, and load. These 3 are the parts of a lever. As students, you can see in the picture, suppose we have a scissor, and as you can see that in scissor on the center there is fulcrum, and effort produced by a person, and load is producing by that object.
What is this code?
Okay students, there is a video about types of a lever, so watch it very carefully.
Have to do with levers. This is a simple mnemonic device that you can use to remember levers, and we'll learn more about it at the end of this video. Welcome to Moo Math and Science. A lever is a simple machine, and they are the basis of many tools in and around your house and work. Levers are also found in the human body. The way a lever works is that a force is applied at a point, which moves a load at another point through a balance point called the fulcrum. It's the position of these 3 points, the force, the load, and the fulcrum, that distinguishes the type of class of lever. There are 3 classes of levers: first, second, and third. With a first class lever, the fulcrum is in the middle and the force is on one side and the load is on the opposite end, much like this seesaw. Other examples include scissors. Here's the force, the fulcrum, and the load, and pliers. Second class levers have the load between the force and the fulcrum. For example, with this wheelbarrow, here's the force, the fulcrum, and the load. A nutcracker is an example, and a stapler. A third class lever has the fulcrum on one end, the force in the middle, and the load on the other end. For example, with this hockey stick, this rake is a third class lever, and a hammer. Here's the fulcrum, the force, and the load. Now let's take a look at this easy mnemonic device to help you remember the different class levers. First, you write out FLE, kind of like you're fleeing from someone chasing you with a lever. Next, underneath, write 1, 2, 3. The letters stand for fulcrum, load, and effort, and tells you what's in the middle. The 1, 2, 3 is the type of class lever. So with the first class lever, the 1 is under the F. So a first class lever has the fulcrum in the middle. A second class lever is under the L. So a second class lever has a load in the middle. And the third class lever, which lines up with the E, has the effort in the middle. If you'd like to know more about levers, this playlist will help. And as always, thanks for watching, and Moo Math uploads a new math and science video every
Okay students, as you have watched that video, in that video you have learned about types of liver. So now you can easily understand about the types of liver. Okay, let me explain how many classes of liver are there. Name and explain them with the help of our diagrams. Classes of liver. As we have known that there are three classes of a liver. Now we have discussed about first class of liver. A first class of a liver has a fulcrum between the effort and load because the load is greater than the effort. This type of lever produces a large force as a result of a smaller force applied. As students, you can see in the picture that fulcrum is between effort and load. Example: pillars, scissors, claw hammer, box opener, and many more. Okay, let him move towards second class of lever. Okay, second class of lever. In a second class lever, the load lies between fulcrum and the effort. As you have understand that in first class of lever, fulcrum is between effort and load, and in second class of lever, load is between fulcrum and the effort. It produces a large force as a result from smaller force applied. Example: wheelbarrow, nutcracker, bottle opener, paper cutter, and many more. As you can see in the picture, that load is between fulcrum and effort. Okay, let me move towards third class of lever. Okay, as a student, now you have understand that in second class of lever, load is between effort and fulcrum. Now let's see what will be happen in third class of lever. In this class of lever, the effort is between the fulcrum and the load. It produces a large movement from a smaller movement. Example: fishing rod, stapler, human arm. As you can see in the picture, that effort is between fulcrum and load. What is fulcrum? It is a fixed point which is allow the object to rotate. Okay, as students, you have understand about three classes of lever. I am repeating again. In first class of lever, fulcrum is between effort and load, and in second class of lever, load is between fulcrum and effort, and in third class of lever, effort is between load and fulcrum. Okay students, now activity time. Now what you have to do, you have to identify that which picture is belong to first class of lever, to second class of lever, and to third class of lever. Okay students, okay, this is your home task, so you have to identify all the class of lever according to the picture. Okay students, thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.